Jenn Ban, she, they pronouns. I'm Filipino American and queer, and yeah, I live here in San Francisco. I typically focus on the themes of healing, like soul transcendence, process of healing, and a lot of my background as a Filipina is also inspired by that. What made me become an artist is just life. Really realized that like art truly was a big part of who I am. No matter what I was doing, I always found myself creating. My Filipino identity super influences my work. A lot of my titles of my work is in Tagalog. I actually was living in the Philippines from 2018 to 2020 as an adult. And when I went there, I was there to like reclaim who I was as a Filipino American rather than like an American Filipino, and like really cultivate that for myself. But really what it was is just like this reclamation of like this soul calling of like, I need to go back home and I need to understand what this motherland is about and why I'm so connected to it. And so through that process, I saw that I was Filipino enough and that everything I was doing was always going to be informed with my upbringing as being a Filipino. Dito lang, pretty much it became a thing when I decided I like needed support with becoming a full-time artist. During COVID, like during the pandemic, and there was like a lockdown. Through that chaos, I was just like, nothing makes sense to me. Like my home is in the Philippines, I'm staying with my family in this like 2-bedroom apartment. Like, am I gonna go back to the Philippines? It just felt so confusing and so chaotic. And I was like, okay, what can I do in this moment? And the best thing I could do was create, because yeah, I'm an artist, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna create something to like process all this stuff. I'm gonna make serpents and I'm gonna make them hold me and like mimic a hug. I thought I had a life in the Philippines, but now I'm here and I'm just like, I miss my friends. And so now I was like, oh my gosh, I would totally create like a safe space where there's like multiple of these serpents and people could just feel like safe in it. They'll feel a sense of comfort and security. Like that was really all I wanted people to feel. This is probably the biggest project so far that I've ever done. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just like in this space of like, okay, I need to learn how to ask for support. I then connected with Ballet Creative, which is the studio we're in right now. And Ballet Creative was like, heck yeah, like we're down to support you. Whatever you need, let us know. And like that really got the ball rolling. Yeah, to see community pull up for me like that and just be here for the cause, the exhibit and myself, and just really believing in me, like really showed that it was like, this is something valuable. You know, this is something way bigger than me. When it came to the show itself, and it was a crazy turnout. It was like 422 people that day that came up. People were coming in just to experience this thing and really see me grow. See different people of all ages coming in, experiencing it, coming into the serpents, laying down, putting these headphones on, listening to the soundscape, closing their eyes, really feeling this space and like being able to just like be present with yourself. The lung means, you know, to be here, to be present, to be here now. And that's all I wanted to create, was for people to find a place where they could sit and just be present with themselves, even if it's 5 minutes. To just remind them that like, you can create the safe space for yourself too. And however that looks, and like as far as I can go with that, like I just want people to feel like they could be themselves.